Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, I got one. And I got a message for you today, too, something I was thinking about that might help you along the way. The thing I appreciate about so many people that I learned from, Bishop Jakes, Kenneth Olmer, Donnie McClurkin, Kirk Franklin, Joel Osteen, I can't tell you, and many more than that. I mean, you know, I'm naming, you know, famous people because I know you know these names, but my father, who you never met, was so great in my development as a man. But my mother, Lord have mercy, my mother, she taught me about faith. She gave me the things I needed to know about what I speak about every day. That basis was given to me by her. So many great people. But here's the thing that I've had to learn. And that is that if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. See, I can't tell you how many people don't really pay attention to that close enough. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. How many times have we as people allowed God to get us through something, get us beyond something, get us over something, get us through something, and then even after its completion, we sit there and we dwell on it and we dwell on it to the point where it becomes an anchor around our neck and we can't move on. We can't move on because we just won't let it go. It's done. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. Stop harboring on the past. Stop hanging on to every time you fail. Stop hanging on to every time you slipped up and messed up. Stop hanging on to every time you didn't get it right. So what? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody messes up. Everybody don't get it right. Everybody struggling with something. You ain't the only one. But my God, man, if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. What you hanging on to it for? That's why he got you through it, so you can move on from it. See, a lot of things that happen to us that we think are negative or bad experience, these are lessons in what not to do. This is a way to have a bearing or look out for it the next time. You got me once, you can't get me again. I'm telling you, man, if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. You have got to move on. I use this analogy all the time. I'm going to add a little bit to it. Bishop Jakes told me you cannot drive your car looking in the rear view mirror. See, you know what your rear view mirror is actually for in your car? Your rear view mirror is designed. After I pass a car and I want to merge into that lane or I want to make another move, I look up in the rear view mirror and all I use it for, it shows me that I've gotten past it. I've gotten past the vehicle I was passing, and I got enough room now clear to make my next move. That's what I use my rear view mirror for. I use my rear view mirror to just glance up every now and then to see what's coming up on me. That's all I use it for. Listen to me real close now. Your rear view mirror on your car is after you're passing something or you're passing by something, you can look up in the rear view mirror and it lets you know you're past it. You're beyond it. It's clear now. It's in the past. You no longer have to deal with it as the car that was in front of you blocking your way. You have passed it. You look up in the mirror. You've cleared it. Now, if you want to switch lanes, you could slide on over. You got room. But that rear view mirror also lets you see if anything is coming up on you. And you just need to glance, because if you moving forward, ain't a whole lot can come up on you. You just glancing every now and then. And it reminds you that you got through something and you got beyond something. That's what the rear view mirror for. Now let's talk about that windshield. Why you think that windshield so big on your car? That's the biggest window on your car. You know why the windshield's so big? Because it's where you're going. Because even the automobile makers want you to have a wide view of where you're going, so you can see what's up ahead. They put lights on the car at night so you can have night vision and see what's up ahead. But you can, see, now, why is that? Look, think about that now before I move forward with this one. Think about that windshield, man. Why is that windshield so big? So you can see where you're going. It's way more important where you're going than where you've been. Don't you see that? That's why the rear view mirror is so small, because it is nowhere near as important as it is as to where you're going. Where you've been just allows you to take a glance so you can make sure you cleared it, so you can see if it's room enough for you to make your next move, so you can know that you've gone through it and go ahead on about your business. But that windshield is for vision. A man without a dream or vision shall perish. That windshield is for somebody going somewhere. That windshield is for somebody up there trying to make another move. I'm going to go right, I'm going to left, I'm going to get off on this exit, I'm going to take this detour, I'm going to handle this sign, there's a new route. There's only so many miles left to go. That's what the windshield got. Let me tell you something, man. When you see a mile sign, you driving on the freeway, you on the interstate, and let's say you driving to a particular city, and you see a sign that says that city is 138 miles away. That lets you know where you're going and you're on the right path. Now, if you keep looking in the rear view mirror, you'll never know how close you are. You'll never know, because you're driving your car looking in the rearview mirror. You all on the shoulder. You hear them rocks up under your car. You done scared yourself to death, because you know why? Because you keep looking in the rearview mirror. Get out the rearview mirror. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. So what? He don't love you no more. And, man, let's move on. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. God got something for you. If you get out your rearview mirror and get up in that windshield, God's got something for you up ahead. But you can't see what's up ahead because you in that rearview mirror. If God got you through it, it's done. Let's move on. Come on, y'all. Don't let the past beat you up. That's the ingredients in the cake. You done made that already. That's done. Let's go. God, look in the windshield. See what God probably got something new for you. If you get out the rearview mirror and open up your eyes and see, all right, let's go today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. The Steve Harvey Morning Show has beset itself upon us. It is an arrival of a new day. It is a glorious day. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I want to thank Ilos Vera Harvey for saying that to me on my way out to school every morning. I didn't get it back then because I was boy, and I just didn't want to apply that. I ain't understand why she kept saying it. I heard this yesterday. But oh God, how I thank her for that. Because now I realize today is the day that the Lord has made, that I had nothing to do with the production of it. He makes that sun come up every single day. You can't stop it. You can't move it, shift it. You can't do nothing with its appearance or its arrival or its departure. Man, what a mighty God we serve. Thank you, Lord, for the day.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this show stars a bunch of Christians.
Yes, Lord.
Shirley Strawberry, who sends me scriptures every morning, I've asked her to, and I thank her to do it. Carla Farrell, who is a Christian that's very similar to the Christian that I am. Entry-level Christianity only. Carla and I do not practice advanced Christianity. We are very comfortable with entry-level. If you slap us, you will be slapped back. The mouth of the South.
Give him all the praise and glory, though.
Give him all the praise and the glory. The mouth of the South, who's raised in Mississippi, and oh Lord, if you don't really need religion anywhere, you need it there. Ladies and gentlemen, Kia Spates, better known as Junior, who has called on God more times than any of us put together in a week.
In
1 week, he said his name more times than we do in a year. And last but not least, a man who resembles the art of Christianity even at a lower level than Carla and I. We do entry-level Christianity. He just does basic Christianity. It's called BC. He has a form of Christianity that was done before Christ. He honors the Lord. He loves the Lord.
Steve?
His parents. Yes, this boy is different. He's a knockout artist. He's a grudge holder.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
Amen.
Hate
Hot
is a
head.
part of his repertoire. Hot head,
Yes.
short-tempered, quick wick, all of that. Has the nerve to love the Lord anyhow and help wounded veterans around the world.
Giving
Wow.
heart, right?
Got the nerve to be, in the words of my mama, tender-hearted. She told me about my father one day. One day my mama said, boy, you just like your daddy. Your daddy rough, your daddy a whoop a man, but your daddy tender-hearted. He said, your daddy cry. I said, Mama, I ain't never seen daddy cry before. She said, you ain't never seen him cry.
Aw.
I'm married to him. You tender-hearted just like your daddy. But boy, you ignorant just like him too. So I don't press that. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Take it away, Shirley.
Yes, it is. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew and run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. Nephew, what you got for us today? What is
We're going
it?
to run it back in case you missed it. We're going to run it again. This right here is curry goat, all right? Not curry chicken, not curry beef. This right here is curry goat. I've never had it. I heard it's good. Take a listen. Curry goat.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm trying to reach Mr. Is this Mr.
Yeah, this
This is Benjamin Dixon. Trevor is my son. He goes to school with your son. Now,
Yeah.
he went to a birthday party that your son had last weekend. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I understand.
right.
Listen, I have a problem with you, Mr. because I understand that you all are Jamaican and from Jamaica, but listen, you guys serve the children curry goat. You don't serve kids curry goat. Everybody's child doesn't eat curry goat. Pete, what happened to ice cream and cake and punch and maybe even a pizza at a birthday party for kids? But curry goat? That's out the question.
You mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. You mean me not feed the kids them curry goat? Me feed them anything. What you talking about, brethren?
Say what?
What you talking about? You mean you have a problem with me? You have a problem with me?
I got a problem with any parents who decides on their own that somebody else's child, it's okay to feed them some curry goat. My child don't eat no goat. We eat chicken. We eat steak. We eat cow. We don't eat curry goat.
Yo, him eat it at a birthday party though. Eh? Him eat it at a birthday party. And why you mad? If you would tell me that you some too. So rude boy, no call me with your anger and a go on and a rumble upon me, brethren. Because you don't know who you deal with,
Okay, I need you to slow it down for me, man. I ain't understanding nothing you saying.
You can't tell me to slow it down. You call me and I go, so you can't tell me to slow it down. On my phone, you calling up.
Look, man, all I'm saying is this is disrespectful to the child, to people's parents. You going out on your own liberty deciding on what you're going to feed somebody. You got to feed them normal stuff. You can't do that. Kids, at birthday parties here in the States, man, it's pizza, it's ice cream, it's cake, it's punch. That's it. Hot dogs, maybe, but not no damn curry goat.
Man, me run this show, brethren. Don't tell me what to do, eh? Me run this. So you come tell me about disrespect. You disrespect me, I call my phone.
How am I disrespecting you by calling your phone? I want to know why it is you doing something like this. And I bet you these other parents don't know you've been serving goat.
Yo, kiss man. Who the you is? Eh? You want to meet me? I'm sure you who Galavan father is. Eh? How come tell me no bull? Eh?
You want to?
Hungry. Who you, brethren? Who the hell is you? Eh? I don't know you from Adam, brethren. And you come talk on my phone and kind of with it. Yo, you know who the can't deal with? You just make man just sprinkle up now,
You want to meet me somewhere? Is that what you want to do?
Me meet you, brethren. Me meet you right now. You understand me? Me brethren. You don't know who you are dealing with enough. Enough big time me dealing with enough.
You're gonna make me hurt you, man. If I come over there, you're gonna make me hurt you. You hear me? Then I mean this, man. Now I call you because I'm a concerned parent about my child, and then you got a nerve to tell me you're the one that's in the wrong.
Yo, man, me not wrong, brethren. Me not wrong. You understand me? So come tell me, be that big man enough. Now come tell me about me not wrong. You and wrong to call my phone. Yo, just tell me where you there now, and me come meet you, and me will feed you some curry goat, you and your family, and yo, and you can't just leave me alone. You ain't finna feed my family. No, you don't bring my family in this, man. You don't bring me, you don't bring my wife and my kids into nothing. You hear me? I give your wife, your auntie, your mama, and everybody, grandmama. So come tell me
I got one. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you. I got something I want to tell you. You listening?
Ain't got to tell me, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister Patsy.
What the hell? I don't believe you, man. I don't know no like
that. Hey, you just got pranked by your sister Patsy, man. She put me up to this, dog.
Boy, I tell you, man, I'm so sweat, boy. I feel like I need to get a blood pressure check. I got a low tolerance. My tolerance very low. Boy, I tell you, man. But anyway, I'm gonna still feed you and your family some curry goat, man. I'm gonna invite you to the house. I'm gonna have nothing but curry goat.
I bet it's good too.
I ain't gonna have no rice with it or nothing. Just pure curry goat.
You know, when you get angry, American people really can't understand what you're saying. You went on a Jamaican run.
They're like, what the hell that boy saying?
We got to give a shout out to all of the Jamaicans out there, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Harvey Morning Show. New York City, baby. Bow, 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 bow.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. That's my
Yes. Nephew Tommy at his finest.
Yeah.
Stupid dose this morning. I'll have another stupid dose in about another hour or so. I just keep it coming. Just stupid.
We know.
Oh, we got
You
that.
know.
We got
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's what stupid do. Yeah,
gotta
stupid to
warm
be
that
in
thing up.
Wilmington, Delaware on Saturday night. Stupid gonna be down there. Stupid gonna hit the stage. Stupid gonna be stupid. And I stand and deliver on stupid. It's just, it's what I do. It's what I do. I'm good at it.
Hey,
Master at it.
Just want to ask a question. Where in Wilmington?
At the Grand Theater. I was gonna get to it. Don't worry about it. I got it under control.
Your time is up, so
Time ain't up. We got a little time.
I thought you wanted to get that
All
in
right.
for me. At
Coming
the
up
Grand
next.
Theater, y'all, in Wilmington.
Coming up next is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, R. Kelly is now engaged to one of his alleged sex crime victims, Denzel. I know.
Denzel? What Denzel got to do with it?
I've moved on from that.
Oh,
It's a
I
whole
would
other
want that broke up.
Well, you
Denzel
all
wants some
broke it
space
up.
between that.
You all broke it up. Didn't break it up. Didn't let me break it up. Here we go. Denzel Washington and Simone Biles get the Presidential Medal of Freedom Awards, and Nipsey Hussle's murderer is found guilty. But right now, we'll talk about those stories at the top of the hour, because right now it's time for Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. Here we go. Maya in Little Rock says, I've been married for almost 10 years, and my husband started working from home. Since then, he has disabled the cameras inside our home because he said, I don't need to see what he's doing all day. He said it was only a joke. But was it?
Well, what difference do it make? He at home. He been working from the house. I don't even understand what y'all have cameras all over the house for. Do y'all have small children? I don't know what the deal is. And why y'all got to watch each other all over the why y'all married? If you don't trust your husband going in the kitchen, and you got to know what he doing in the kitchen, and then you got to know what he doing in the garage. And y'all don't have a really how would you feel if someone's watching you everywhere you went? I don't understand the cameras in the house. I'm not with that. So
I ain't.
But it was fine before he started working from home, though.
well, that's cause wasn't nobody home, and if somebody house invasion, then
Yeah.
I got that. But now we all sitting in here. Well, hell, if they break in and we in here, what was the cameras for? Well, they in here.
You're right. We missed them coming.
Clearly, we see who's whooping our ass. It's him,
We can identify.
and it's 4 of them.
She's asking you, was he just joking when he said she doesn't need to see what he's doing all day?
No, he dead serious. He just did it in a joking way, cause you knows it.
Oh, really now? Okay.
Y'all,
Really,
on
Steve.
the real, would y'all want the cameras in the house and your man just watching you all day?
No. We have cameras on the outside of our house.
Hell yeah.
Security protection.
Right. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah.
But on
I
the
don't
inside,
have
and we
little
all
children.
in here, come on, for what?
Yeah. Right. You got points.
Okay.
You right. Facts. CLO.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to Suave in Newark. Suave says, I'm using my nickname because I'm a teacher. I had sex with one of the parents and she's crazy. She volunteers in a library now and says it's so she can be with me all day. Can I break it off with her, or should I just tell the principal I have a stalker?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Now that's stupid.
Can't
Well,
tell the
dog.
principal nothing.
Well, Suave, listen to this here. You took your Suave and put it on the wrong person.
Yep.
See,
You picked the wrong
sometimes
student, mama.
Suave, you got to keep your Suave to your damn self.
Yeah.
But see, that's your nickname because you wanted her to feel this Suave.
Ah.
Yeah, well, Suave, now her ass is down in the library.
So she can watch. She can
She
be
on
with
the other
her.
side of them books, Suave. Yeah. Hey,
But what
Suave. Soon as you pull that book out that shelf, look right through that crease. That's her.
She right there.
She looking right at you.
What is he going to tell the principal for, though? Yeah.
I don't know what you going in there to tell the principal
Tell the
for.
principal, yeah. That's crazy.
Maybe he wants to tell the principal so the principal can stop her from volunteering.
But he already did it with her.
No, but she's going to tell the principal that they had sex.
He going to have
might
to
as well
tell the
his
principal
supervisor
that he had
first.
sex with the teacher and lose your job.
And loses, exactly.
I'm not telling a damn thing.
Suave's stupid.
Yeah.
He's really stupid.
His nickname stupid. Ain't nobody named Suave no more.
You mad at his nickname?
1980 name. Like you part of the Silvers or somebody. Suave, you one of the Elder Barges. Ain't nobody named Suave no damn more. Suavemente, alumande.
Rico Suave. Remember him? All right. Moving on to Kim and the Island Empire. Kim says, I'm dating a man that wants everything his way. We go to his church, we ride in his car, sleep in his bed, and watch his huge flat screen because all of his stuff is best. That's in his mind, okay? I'm all for compromising, but is this a bit extreme?
I guess you're saying he thinks his car is bigger and better than yours.
Everything, all his stuff
bed
is
bigger and better than yours.
Mm-hmm.
His flat screen TV is bigger and better than yours. And his church is bigger and better than yours.
His church, everything.
Yeah, so I think that's the reason you started dating him in the first place, because he had his flex was strong now.
Mm-hmm.
He came in there with everything. Car, church, flat screen TV, big ass bed. You know. Boy, flex game was strong. And now you in there because he don't want to sleep in your little ass bed. You know, most men don't like sleeping in twin beds. You know, we don't want to go down to the little storefront with the fold-away chairs. We ain't going in here where the usher board is the choir. We don't want to go do that on Sunday.
But what is she trying to say? He's controlling or something because he doesn't want to.
She want to use her little stuff. Everybody want to be squinting, looking at your little ass TV. The game on. We want to actually see the play. We want to try to figure out. He watching your TV. He got to figure out who got the ball. Nobody want to do that.
Take too much to watch.
Yeah, all this squinting and watching your TV. We got to scoot up. Hey, baby, help me pull the couch up so we can watch TV. Nobody want to do that.
All right. Last one. Janie in San Antonio says, I'm almost 50 years old and I don't know how to drive. My husband of 18 years doesn't have the patience to teach me, so a male coworker practiced with me in our parking lot at work. I mentioned it to my husband, hoping he'd get jealous and agree to help me, but he didn't care. Why didn't he get mad?
They've been married a long time.
Yeah.
He tired of you. Because you on his last damn nerve. You're not tearing up his car. You practice with your male coworker in the parking lot. But really, Jamie, you're going to mess around and mess your marriage up. Why don't you just take driver's education? Them courses are not that expensive. And let somebody sit over there. Because, you know, now in the student driver cars, they got a steering wheel and a brake on the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wish they had one.
I didn't know that now.
Real.
They actually have a brake and a steering wheel on the other side of the car. They can just take over. Because there's been some teachers that had some horrific experience.
Yeah.
Stop.
Screaming.
Stop. I said stop. The other foot. Stop. Get your other foot. Yeah, stop. Turn the car. It's just too much. So
I used to do that when I was in the car with my
do.
daughter, but she's turned out to be a good driver now. But whew.
The co-worker's up to something. Trust me.
Hell yeah.
Trust me.
That's the
Hell
thing.
Yeah. And she is too. Hello.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, as we know, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison last month after being convicted of multiple sex trafficking charges. But apparently, one of his alleged sex crime victims doesn't mind that he'll potentially be behind bars for the rest of his life. And she announced that she is engaged to R. Kelly. On Monday, TMZ obtained... Yeah. This happened on Monday. TMZ obtained legal documents showing that he is engaged to Jocelyn Savage through a letter that she issued to Judge Ann Donnelly prior to R. Kelly's sentencing. The letter read, "My name is Jocelyn Savage, and I'm R. Kelly's fiancé. I'm not the victim that the government has portrayed me to be. My relationship with Robert is amazing. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. We have a very special connection and are deeply in love. I still support Robert to this day because I love him and will always be here to support him." Well, obviously, Judge Donnelly wasn't impressed, and she still issued a 30-year prison sentence for Kelly. So there you
Where
go.
that honeymoon gonna be at? Where?
You're not going. What up?
You know what? She ain't got nothing to do with the rest of her life.
Right. I mean, it sounds like she's still under his spell.
You ain't got nothing to do with the rest of your life, sister. And then, to think, I got you love him. I got that part. I got you support him. It has nothing to do with his innocence or guilt. Now, you may be the one that is not been the victim that the government has portrayed you to be, but it's a stack of other people, though.
Right.
And I'm
She
sorry,
was one of
sister.
the women in that interview with Gail. Remember when Gail King interviewed him? She was one of the women. Yeah.
But you know
was
what?
it.
Her life, though, it's amazing, man, how you tie yourself to somebody and you don't realize that it's time to untie the tie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
man, you got to be willing to let go of something
Let
that's been
go.
toxic.
Yeah.
It wasn't been a good relationship for you. And for the young lady to say that's the best thing that's ever happened to her in her life, what kind of life has she had if that is the best thing she's come up with? And that's what's sad, man, because people don't know how to look for real joy and happiness in life because they keep comparing it. Stop comparing your life. Because there is another way to look at life. There's a whole unexplored, never experienced part of life that you can get to if you stop comparing this day to yesterday. Well, today better than yesterday. Well, doggone it, tomorrow could be better than all of it, but you got to let go of yesterday so you can go get it. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, though, the judge ain't in support of the engagement. We know that. He gave him 30.
The sentence has been handed down.
Yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
Whatever.
30-year.
Yeah.
Where's they
30
gonna go
years.
together? Where
We'll
they
be
gonna
quiet.
Go?
Move on.
They can't go
What they gonna
anywhere,
eat dinner? They
nephew.
can't eat dinner and what are they finna do?
All right, we're moving on to lighter news now. The White House held a ceremony to honor civilians who've made an impact in the country and awarded them with a Presidential Medal of Freedom. The Presidential Medal of Freedom is the nation's highest civilian honor. And this year's recipients included Olympian Simone Biles and Oscar-winning actor Denzel Washington, among others. Everyone was there to receive their award except for Denzel, whose rep confirmed that his absence was due to his positive COVID results. Even though he missed the event, his rep added that Denzel feels fine. He was honored for his long-standing relationship with the Boys and Girls Club of America, where he has served as a national spokesperson for the past 25 years. Now, gymnast Simone Biles also received a medal for her outspoken advocacy for athletes' mental health, children in foster care, and sexual assault victims. And in case you missed it, jurors found 32-year-old Eric R. Holder Jr. guilty of first-degree murder for the 2019 fatal shooting of rapper Nipsey Hussle. Holder was also found guilty of 2 counts of attempted voluntary manslaughter, and he was found guilty of 2 counts of assault with a firearm. He will be sentenced in Los Angeles County on September 15th. The first-degree murder charge alone carries a sentence of 25 years to life.
Wow. He already had an incident not too long ago.
He gonna have some more.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Steve, you had a question?
Yeah.
This conviction for Nipsey Hussle is great. We were out on vacation, and something got brought to my attention because I was out of the country. I just didn't hear anything about it. This young man that was killed in Akron that was shot over 60 times.
Yeah.
And he had no weapon. And after they shot him 60 times after 90 rounds was fired.
90 rounds.
They handcuffed him.
Yeah.
Yes, they handcuffed him. So to add insult to injury, they
If there's a body on the ground with 60 bullets in it, you think the handcuffing is required? See, here's why I have trouble with police training. Police training seems to come into play as like it's just a matter of the way, it's our policy of the way we do things. But where's the policy that you shoot 90 times, that a bullet enters a person's body 60 times?
He was hit 60 times.
And you didn't think maybe an ambulance would have been a better call. Now, even though I don't know how you survive 60 shots,
But then you look on the other side, the kid that shot up the streets. When
Highland Park on 4th of July.
Exactly.
Yes.
When they caught him, they arrested him very nicely and put him in the car very nicely. You just
because he wasn't black. Yeah.
And you know what? There's a sector in this country that does not understand our anger when all of this. He was running from the police. Running don't mean you're supposed to get killed and shot 60 times.
And it doesn't mean you're guilty.
Man. Yeah. Can we get a trial for some of this stuff?
Right.
How about a court date? How about innocent to proven guilty? What about that policy? It's a lot. I'm sorry to bring that one up. I was just really pissed off about that.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at about 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, Steve, maybe we can help solve this case. Police in New Jersey are looking for a short man wearing a gas mask and a body cam who walked into a bank, tried twice, and failed to climb over the teller counter and then rode off on a motorcycle. Cops say the man described, they described the man as 5'4". He entered the bank wearing a gas mask and a vest with a GoPro camera strapped to it. He looked around, didn't see any tellers present, so he tried to scale the counter but wasn't able to hoist himself up. He tried one more time and was again unsuccessful, so he left, got on a motorcycle, and rode away. Police do not know if the man was armed. They're asking for the public's help in identifying him, and I'm just saying, any ideas? You have any thoughts on who it might be or
First
whatever?
of all,
5'4".
I need everybody on this show to stop thinking it's who you think it is. Because that's
why they put it in there.
That's not the case. But now let me tell you what we need to start looking for.
Okay.
First of all, they said when he came in, he didn't see no tellers. Oh, they was there. Oh, they was there. They at work. They nice, medium height, tall. But if your ass is really short and you can't see over that counter, the tellers was there. Secondly, he tried to climb up on the counter. Now, his ass is so little, he failed to bring rope with him. Now, how his little ass think he gonna get up on that counter without rope is beyond me. And here's the last item. He drove away on a motorcycle. We are looking for the wrong thing. You need to find somebody on a moped. This little ass ain't got up on no motorcycle and got his legs across there. If you can't climb up on a bank teller counter, it ain't no way you can get your legs across a motorcycle and operate the gears and the brakes on the motorcycle. So we need to start looking for somebody on a moped.
Yeah.
You're helping
That
the police
was
now.
not a vest he had on.
What was it?
That was the doggy sweater.
Oh!
He had on a doggy sweater. So you need to look for a little man on the moped with a doggy sweater on. And that was not a GoPro and a mask he had on. That was his G.I. Joe helmet. So these are the items you need to start looking for this little man that couldn't make it up on the counter, just to help
Helping
the police
the
out.
detective.
That's how I would solve the case. You have to look for a short man in a doggy sweater with a G.I. Joe helmet on a moped.
Okay.
And he didn't take nothing. Why is we looking for him? Let him go.
Crime Stopper.
All
I
right.
don't even know if he had a weapon. He had a weapon, but he had one of them little green army men gun that he had tore off.
Coming up at 34
don't
minutes
work.
after the hour. Things are looking great for Stacey Abrams' campaign in Georgia. She's securing that bag. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams is serious about winning this election this time around. In just 2 months, she has raised $22 million. Wow. Abrams is far exceeding current Republican Governor Brian Kemp's fundraising and pushing close to $50 million raised since she announced her campaign in December. That's a big difference from the $6.8 million that Kemp raised for his direct campaign and the Georgians First Committee. The 2022 races are closely divided among Georgia. They are likely to spend more than in the past, with much of the spending expected from candidates, political parties, and outside groups in the gubernatorial race and U.S. Senate race between Democratic incumbent Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger Herschel Walker. The general election will be held on November 8th.
This November 8th?
November 8th,
I'm making the announcement right now. We in Georgia are coming out in numbers bigger than we came out in before. Mm-hmm. You think you had problems with us then. We're going to show you that it was no fluke. We're also going to rebuff this idiotic proposal that you put in front of us named Herschel Walker. And what's alarming is, see what they think they so slick. You gonna go get a person just cause they black.
Right.
To try to split the black vote in Georgia. Like, we don't see that coming. Problem y'all got is we know who black and who ain't. We know. And we've seen this trick before. Mm-hmm. We've seen you go get these symbolic people to perpetrate and act like you on this side when all you've done is got them on your side. Right. Herschel Walker doesn't speak for the masses. Herschel Walker speaks as a puppet for the Conservative Party, and he don't even know the issues.
Oh, no.
And he refuses to do any debates because then he'll be exposed as the fraud that he is. At least, man, have the decency to get a real political candidate. They are out there. You can get some black people that really know politics and will do your bidding. You wouldn't got this football player that do all these push-ups.
He over there. Dude, he is looking for his freedom papers. There's something wrong with him.
The better question is, how did we get to Herschel Walker? How did they get to him?
They got to him easy way because he's been in that circle.
Yeah.
He's been friends with Trump, this whole time, And this was before Trump ran for president or anything. That friendship and bond was born. He's had relationship with a lot of Republicans in the state of Georgia because he was the Georgia guy. When you play Georgia football, you can be their guy. And then he's never tried to be nothing else but their guy.
Oh. It's too much.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he
It's
said
a lot.
about climate control?
What'd he say?
What'd he say?
What did he say? You got to turn the thermostat or something? What did he say? He said something stupid. I know he said something stupid. What did he say?
Close.
He said since we don't control the air, our good air decided to float over to China's bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air got to move. So it moves over to our good airspace. Then now we got to clean that back up.
Can we call him Buck? Can we do that?
Forget Herschel.
The most important thing, Steve, you mentioned it. The general election is November 8th. We need to become prepared. Get prepared right now. Register to vote. All of that.
Can I ask Herschel
Educate
something?
yourself. Mm-hmm.
Where did he get this separate air from?
Green air climate control.
Well,
Come on.
Where in your science class, boy, Did they tell you that you can separate these ass?
Please.
Oh, boy.
This is crazy.
Man, this ad
Get
don't
ready
come in
to
the
vote in
bag, Herschel.
November. All right. Coming up next, the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is a whole lot of give and take. All right? We'll get into that in just a minute, just a few minutes, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got,
I
Neff?
was gonna introduce it like I was Husher.
Who are you again? Who are
I
you?
was Husher. I was Husher Walker.
Come on, man. Don't let me
Now
down.
this, now, Mr. Steve, now look at him now this him. This him.
Come on,
phone
Herschel.
call.
Come on, Herschel.
Yes,
That's,
yes,
hey,
yes.
Herschel, that's sir.
Yes, sir. I sure apologize about not
Thank you.
using you the right title that you belongs now. Now me's
you.
It's 2022. You ain't got to get it.
Hey,
You're
Carla,
free,
let Herschel
Herschel.
speak. Hey, let the guy speak. Come on, ladies. Don't be rude.
free.
Go ahead, Hersch.
Now, Carla, you hush ups when I was talking now.
Oh, shut up, you idiot.
When you see me and white folk talking, you hush up. I mean,
You tell him, Hershey. That's his nickname. That's what they call him, Hershey.
Yeah.
You like that? I love it when they
Like
call
the
me
chocolate.
I sure loves it when they calls me Hushy. It makes me feel mighty proud when they call
It
me
makes you
Hushy.
feel a part of it. It's what it does, Hershey.
Yes, sir,
Included.
Yes, yes, sir. I wish you could see me, sir. I'm balling my hat up in my hand right now as I talk to you.
That's a
Please hurry
patriotic
up.
picture if I've ever seen it.
This is embarrassing. Really.
Go ahead, Hershey. Introduce your prank.
This right here, this here means a mighty lots to me because it's about a tree. And it's about a pecan tree. We's gonna place it right here on the megaphone or whatever they call this thing.
A megaphone.
Hey, and Hershey, speaking of pecan trees, you said about that time for you to come over,
Yeah, I was gonna get
pick
some.
that tree for us, get it all
Yeah, we
shipped
gonna-
down,
we's gonna make
so your
a
mom
mighty,
can make
mighty-
one of those great pies that she makes.
Yes.
Man.
Yo, mama.
Pecan tree, let's go, y'all.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach LC.
This is him.
Hey, let me. Hey, my name is Marcus. My mom and them live next door to you. The Mr. and Mrs. My mom and daddy live next door to you, and I was calling cause y'all got a pecan tree in y'all backyard. I mean, right on the fence line, and it keep pecans and stuff keep falling over into my mom and them yard. So I'm calling to see if y'all can do something, man, where y'all can pick up. I mean, my mom and them that got a little older, we've been picking them up for a long time. But I need somebody to, maybe you can cut the limbs back that's hanging over so that they won't, the pecans won't be falling over into my mom and them yard. Because, for them to be bending over like that, picking up them pecans, it's a lot of them. So, Mr. I just wanted to holler at you and see if you don't mind maybe cutting the limbs back. Because even when we turn the lawnmower on and stuff, man, it just, the pecans and stuff be coming out of the lawnmower just shooting all over the place.
Well, first of all, my pecan tree is an old pecan tree, and it's sprouted well, and I can't see me cutting it.
Well, I mean, I'm not
you
saying
can't
cut
hire you can't hire nobody to maintain your yard, but I mean, it's your mother. You can maintain your mother's yard.
Sir, I go by my mother's house, every other day and check on her, but I don't have time to go in the back and pick up pecans and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you just, it don't seem no more than like maybe 4 or 5 limbs that's hanging over there, but them 4 or 5 limbs, I mean, it's a lot of pecans falling off of there.
But
So if
it's
you
shady. My pecan tree is shady. I goes back there. There's no kind of nothing back there.
Okay,
You can hire
sir.
someone to rake the yard, whatever.
Sir,
I'm not cutting my tree for no like that.
Sir, listen. What I'm trying to get you to do is I don't want you cutting your entire tree down. I just want you to cut a few limbs, sir. So those are the ones that are hanging over. It won't be the pecans won't be falling over into my mom's and them yard, And you know, like I say, they older now, man. They can't be bending over like that. So, you know, I'm just coming to you as a man right now and asking you, will you please cut this down so these pecans can quit falling over my mom and them yard?
Well, I'm asking you, all you can do is hire someone. Okay, someone. I know your mother don't cut your yard.
No, it's a guy that cuts the yard. But even when he cutting the yard, these pecans is flying out from underneath the lawnmower. They sooner or later we're gonna be breaking windows over there.
What kind of lawn person you have that don't pick up before they cut? That's some.
Hey, why am I arguing with you about picking up stuff and all of this? I'm asking you to cut a funky little 5 limbs so these doggone pecans ain't falling over my mama's yard.
You want it cut?
You gonna make me come over here and cut the whole? I will come cut the whole damn tree down.
You ain't gonna with my tree. I grew that tree from when I was a kid, and that tree gonna stay in that yard as long as I stay there.
Sir, look, I didn't ask you like a man to cut your little funky pecan tree down. Now I ain't finna have.
You know what? Guess what? You bad enough. You come cut it.
I'm finna look, sir. Today, this evening, it's either going to be 2 things happening. Either you going to cut these 5 limbs that I won't cut, or I'm finna cut the whole damn pecan tree down.
That's my tree, and then ain't nobody going to with my tree. I'm here right now. I'm right here in my yard right now. Come on.
Is you over there right now?
Right now.
I will bring my right on back.
You know what? How the you get my number anyway?
Got your number. I got it because it's the same. It's one address less than my mama's. You gonna cut this damn tree down?
I'm waiting on them anyway. I ain't used my 357 in a long time any way. I've been waiting on them like you.
You done lost your damn mind.
You little young punk. I told you once and I told you twice. I'm old. You young. Don't do that. Fool, we.
See, that's what's right there.
You know what you can do? Tell your mama to make a pecan pie and bring me a piece.
What you say about my mama?
Tell her to make a pecan pie and come for me.
Tell my mama what?
Make a pecan pie with the pecan.
Make a pecan pie? I don't want no pecan pie. We don't even eat pecan pie. We so sick of these damn pecans you got falling over in the backyard. You got to do something about this, man. Now I'm trying not to hurt you, old man. I really am.
Hurt me? Hurt me? Come on, hurt me.
Ready for me? I'm on my way. Is your outside? Is you outside?
You know why I stay. You know where I stay. You know what? I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna be in your mama driveway. Do what
you get out. You get out my mama driveway right now. Get out my mama driveway.
I want to put me out.
I'm
finna out.
You get your back in your driveway. You get out my mama driveway. Get out of it. You get out of my mama driveway.
No. What you crying for now? I'm I'm here waiting on you.
You get out of my mama. Get out my mama driveway.
Baby, go cook me something, because I'm going to sit here.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Would you listen?
You don't got a thing to say. I'm waiting at you at your mama house.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother.
Man, I don't say this kind of man. I'm going to put my feet. Man, I'm going to milk it so bad. I don't play. I'm too old for this kind of.
LC, do me a favor, first of all. Get out them people's yard. Go back to your yard.
Man, you just gave me high blood pressure with this.
Ain't nobody mad about your pecan tree, none of that. Ain't nobody finna cut it down. Ain't nobody tripping. You all right?
Hell no, I got a headache now, man. I'll be carrying my grandkids to school listening to this. Man, y'all something else, man.
I got one more question for you. Tell me, what is the baddest radio station in the land, LC?
The Steve Harvey Show.
Coming up next, Strawberry Letter.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter, and we could be reading your letter live on the air Just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Pop, pop, hear that? Could be yours.
Pop.
You never know.
Yes, sir. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
All right, thank you, nephew. Subject, a whole lot of give and take. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 28-year-old female, and I was dating a man for 3 years, and we broke up after Valentine's Day because he found out I went to dinner with an old male friend. It wasn't like I was hiding anything, but I didn't tell him because I didn't want to ruin our Valentine's Day. He gave me a diamond necklace and a set of expensive luggage. Later, his sister told me he was going to take me to Hawaii and propose, but I messed all of that up since I chose to be a cheater. I assured her and my boyfriend that it was a simple dinner with an old friend who is happily married. I think it was his sister that snitched on me. My soon-to-be fiancé told me that he's glad he found out about me before he proposed to me. I thought that was extreme, but then things got worse and I realized how lucky I was for getting dumped. This man came to my house to gather up every gift he ever gave me, down to a set of dominoes he had made for me. He brought his 40-year-old female cousin as his bodyguard, so I called my sister over for reinforcement. In the end, he left with a few things. Then he took me to court to take the necklace back and to get his name off our lease. He knew that I could not afford the apartment on my salary, so that was pure evil. He looked me in my eyes in court and said he does not love me anymore. I couldn't believe what was happening. My father made sure I was able to keep the apartment, and I have tried to move on and date again. But recently, my ex popped up at my apartment apologizing and crying. My old feelings for him came rushing back, and we made love that night. Seems like he's truly sorry. Should I give him a second chance or see if he's changed? Please advise. Well, you know, I love a diamond necklace and an expensive set of luggage just as much as the next person. I'm not going to lie about that. But give him a second chance to do what? Hurt you again? Humiliate you again? I mean, you know, you cannot, you have to know this. I know you're only 28, but you cannot tell if someone's changed just because you slept with them for one night and it was good and you all were all lovey-dovey. And, you know, a one-time crying and apologizing incident, that certainly doesn't prove anything. What does that prove? And let's be clear on this. It's not that I don't believe in second chances, because I do. It's just that you can't be so quick to forgive him because of how he treated you. I mean, you got to remember that he tried to get you out of the apartment. What? He came by with a bodyguard, you know, to get his things. He wanted to get his diamond necklace back. You cannot give in so easily. I mean, right now it's just words that he's saying. You have to pay attention to his actions, and you have to do this over time, not just one time. So if the love you guys had is real, he'll do whatever it takes to win you back. I mean, starting with getting rid of his messy sister, getting in your business, all of that. Then his female cousin bodyguard needs to go. I mean, he was really nasty to you. You have to remember these things. You can't forget them. You got to think with your head, not with your heart in this case. People get back together after nasty breakups all the time. But honestly, I just don't have a good feeling about him. I'm sorry, I don't. He treated you badly. He took you to court. He did all of those things. I hate the way he treated you. I say let this one go. Move on. His reaction was just too extreme. That behavior would carry on into a marriage. So let him go. All right, I see you looking over there. What?
What letter did you read? My Lord.
A whole lot of give and take. A whole lot of give and take.
My God. What? You just glazed over what this woman did. Now it's all the man
fault. She went to dinner with a married friend. That's all she did.
On Valentine's Day. What?
She didn't tell her man about it, just like you wouldn't tell your girl about it.
I wouldn't be if I'm happily married. What is I'm doing at Valentine's dinner with another woman? Why I don't believe this? No, they're Shirley, friends. I disagree with everything you said in this letter. Lord have mercy. Let me hurry up, and maybe you missed it. Maybe you blacked out. I forgive you.
Did not black out.
Yes, you did. There's obviously some stuff in here you chose not to read. So now let
He
me.
wouldn't have even known if his sister didn't tell him that she
What?
went out. Now,
So
you
that
gotta
make
be
it right?
consistent. You got to be consistent.
I've
if
never,
this was
girl,
reversed, you would be like,
you've had your chance. Could I please talk? Thank you very
but
much.
you're talking about
This
my
28-year-old
yours.
woman that wrote this letter says, I'm dating a man for 3 years and we broke up after Valentine's Day because he found out I went to dinner with an old male friend. And what was they doing when they was old male friends? It wasn't like I was hiding anything. Now watch this. It wasn't like I was hiding anything, but I didn't tell him, lady. That's called hiding. But I didn't tell him because I didn't want to ruin our Valentine's Day. He gave me a diamond necklace and a set of expensive luggage, and later his sister told me he was going to take me to Hawaii and propose. But I messed all that up since I chose to be a cheater. What the hell you want this man to do? She bought all this on herself. When we come back, I'm going to try to calmly explain the rest of this letter.
All right, hold on. All right, we'll be back with part 2 of Steve's response at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject of today's Strawberry Letter, a whole lot of give and take. That's it, a whole lot of give and take. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, a whole lot of give and take.
My response, I've decided to calm down a little bit. Is in direct response to Shirley's reading of the letter. She told the girl to be careful. You can't trust him. He did you wrong. Shirley ignored the fact that this woman, 28 years old, bought all this on herself. Do you know what she did? She mad because she been dating this man 3 years and he found out that she went to dinner with an old male friend, an ex, exactly. It wasn't like I was hiding anything, she said, but I didn't tell him. Oh. And you know why? Because I didn't want to ruin our Valentine's Day. So I wanted to have a wonderful Valentine's Day and still date my old friend. He gave me, this is her current boyfriend, gave me a diamond necklace and a set of expensive luggage. And later his sister told me he was going to take me to Hawaii and propose. But I messed all that up since I chose to be a cheater. The woman says up front, I am a cheater.
His sister said that.
No. The woman who wrote the letter said, I messed all that up since I chose to be a cheater.
Her sister
Shirley,
said it. Read the sentence.
It wasn't like I was hiding anything, but I didn't tell him because I didn't want to ruin our Valentine's Day. He gave me a diamond necklace and a set of expensive luggage. Later, his sister told me he was going to take me to Hawaii and propose. But I messed all that up since I chose to be a cheater. This is the woman talking, Shirley. This is called...
I think it's the sister.
Shirley, this is called reading comprehension. It's called reading comprehension. Something that your ass supposed to know something about. Now,
I do.
And Shirley, I happen to be an expert storyteller. And I tell stories for a living. And I know how to follow a story if I can do that. You have obviously missed this information. Please admit that. Because the woman says, I chose to be a cheater. Why would the lady say, I chose to be a cheater? His sister ain't cheating. Lady, she said she ruined all of this because she messed up and chose to become a cheater. I assured her, talking about the sister now, and my boyfriend, that it was a simple dinner with an old friend. But she just said I chose to be a cheater. With an old friend.
Say that about herself. I think her sister said that to her. I mean, we disagree on this
Y'all
part.
Gonna have to work
but
it
I think
out
her
now.
sister was talking. We could disagree on that all day long. But I think the sister was calling her the cheater. I think the sister was calling the letter writer a cheater.
I assured her and
stand
my
by
boyfriend it was a simple dinner with an old friend who was happily married. If the old friend is happily married, why is he at dinner with this woman?
Because they were friends.
Friends? Old friends?
Yeah.
They got together, and what did they do as old friends?
They ate.
I think it was his sister that snitched on me. Again, all of this wouldn't have been happening if she hadn't went to dinner and she chose not to tell her husband. And the only reason this is all going bad for her is because his sister, she think his sister snitched on her. She is guilty of something, Shirley.
Otherwise, her boyfriend wouldn't have even known if his sister hadn't said anything.
Her boyfriend wouldn't have known if she
wasn't
hadn't
gonna
have went to dinner. Why you don't see this part right here?
I see that part.
My soon-to-be
I see
fiance told me that he's glad he found out about me before he proposed to me. And then I thought that was extreme that he would say that. But then things got worse and I realized how lucky I was for getting dumped. This man came to my house to gather up every gift he ever gave me. Now, you know what? He ain't got to do all that, but he wanted them simple-minded ass people. I want everything back I gave you. So he came in there to get it. And then he bought it. And he even got the set of dominoes he had made for me. He want all this back. You sitting up eating with old friends at Valentine's Day when it's supposed to be us. I done bought this damn necklace and bought this trip to Hawaii and this expensive luggage, and your ass out cheating with your ex. Talking about it was a simple ass dinner. We supposed to be having simple ass dinners. I don't even give a damn about the rest of this letter.
You mad? Yeah, you mad right now?
I am angry.
What are you mad about?
About you getting
About
mad
me?
at this man. Talking about she need to be careful.
He took her to court? Really?
She went
Really?
to
He
dinner
tried to get her
without
put
telling
out of her
him.
apartment?
And the only reason she found out was because she thinks the sister snitched. She wanted to have her cake and eat it too. And when she ain't a good cheater and she don't know how to do it and she got busted, she don't even know how the man found out. She think it's his sister.
We gotta go.
Had
Please
them
leave your
custom-made,
comments.
Put your name on them and everything.
Please leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast
I
on
hated
demand.
Shirley's response. I'm on
And
the
I
record.
hate your
And
response.
I've never said that before. I hated it.
I despised your response.
hated
How about
your
that?
response.
Up next, it's Sports
Support
Talk
this
with
gold
Junior.
digger.
Whatever, Steve.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Thank you, Shirley. But let me remind everybody, July 21st, 22nd, I'm getting a proclamation in the city of Lithonia on the east side of the ATL. Just a smoke weekend, man. Get the proclamation. I want to thank Mayor Shamika Reynolds for the opportunity to have a day in Lithonia, man. Meet me at Life and Time Cigar. Just go to Eventbrite and go pipe in Just a Smoke Weekend. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be fun. Cigars. Okay. My man, Reggie Hines, going to be the entertainment. Bad saxophonist.
We didn't
got
know
Reggie
what
Hines.
you said, dog.
Sound like y'all was gonna have weed.
Right. No, cigars. Y'all know we do cigars. Man, we're playing. Just a smoke, man. Smoking some cigars.
Smoke out. and Reggie Hines.
Be the wrong group show up.
Yes.
Reggie Hines is the plug, and we gonna all
That's
be
my
in there.
dude. It's gonna be all good, man. We have a great time. July 21st, 22nd. Eventbrite.com. Get your tickets. All right, let's get to some NFL news. We gotta say congratulations. There's a lot going on in the front office of the NFL. Condoleezza Rice is now part owner of the Denver Broncos. Yeah. We got some Condoleezza Rice. Also, you gotta understand this too. Sandra Douglas Morgan, congratulations to her as well. She will be the first black president of an NFL team, the Las Vegas Raiders. This is a step forward, man. They making moves in the NFL. Also, Unc, I know you'll be glad about this. Baker Mayfield has been traded to the Carolina Panthers. Do you have any emotions about this? Because that's the first game y'all playing.
Deshaun is going to have to say
You can't know about Baker leaving.
Don't give a damn where Baker go. the quarterback I wanted them to take was Josh Allen out of Wyoming because he play in cold weather and he big country strong, and that's what you need in Cleveland. And Lord have mercy, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. He's with Buffalo.
Yeah.
Big country strong.
And we picked Baker Mayfield over Josh Allen. And clearly, I told everybody.
There's some great commercials, though.
Yeah, man.
Great commercials.
Great commercials in the stadium. We saw everything in the stadium.
And them ragged ass commercials was better than his game.
Well, also in the NBA, man, John Morant made a statement which included Michael Jordan, stating that he would cook Michael Jordan in his prime. I can't believe he even said that.
Nah, I'm not a fan. Okay.
John Morant would even open his mouth and bring that up.
You so ignorant, little boy.
We're going to talk about some more of that tomorrow.
Dog, you need to quit playing video games and smoking weed. You need to quit playing video games and quit smoking weed because you do both.
Lost your mind.
You lost your ragged ass mind, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, if you love being naked, this is your week to be free. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so guys, this week is Nude Recreation Week, okay? Who even knew there was such a thing? Did you guys know about this? Because I didn't.
No.
I normally keep up with naked, but I didn't know nothing about this.
I know. I thought for sure you would
missed
know about
it,
this,
Tommy.
nephew.
You missed it.
I know. Nude Recreation Week is celebrated all over the world annually, and it offers a way to shed stress and shed your clothes and explore naturism. Naturism is just being naked. There are an estimated 225,000 naturists in North America who have made nakedness a lifetime choice around the country. Clothing optional clubs are offering events all week long. Whether your interests are athletic, artistic, or spiritual, there's something for everyone.
Shirley, why is we doing this story? Because
it's Nude Recreation Week.
Don't nobody on this show and don't nobody listening to this show need to be down there. We got families we got to raise. We ain't got time for this foolishness. Go down there and get your ass naked and
let's take a selfie. Let's go down there and take a selfie.
All these grown ass people on this show, and these people, we got truck drivers listening to this show.
They can't be naked.
We got to go home, pay these bills.
225,000 naturists in North America. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
225,000 naturists.
Would you go, Shirley?
No, I wouldn't.
Shirley don't even like outside.
Yeah, I don't like outside. You know that. I don't like bugs.
Put some calamine lotion
Recreation
on.
Week. I didn't know about it, though. I didn't know about it. You guys wouldn't do it, obviously.
No.
Tommy, really? You? As much as you talk about being naked?
It's the bugs, though. It's this time. It's hot this time of the year. It's really hot. It's really over hot. I just don't see myself doing it. Maybe around October or so, I get naked with you, but not right now.
I don't like walking around working with one hand.
It's not July. It's October. You want to do it in October. Okay. What, Steve? What are you saying?
I don't like walking around working with one hand. That's why I'm not going to ever be able to go. Because that other hand, I got to
let
cover
yourself
myself.
Go.
No, I need one hand on him at all times. I need one hand protecting the reason I'm alive. Now, I got the other hand swatting bugs, picking up sticks, trying to pick apples and stuff. But that hand, I got to eat something. This other hand is in a cup position. This other hand is doing what a jockey strap would normally be doing. I've got to cover
the point.
myself.
That's the whole point, though. You're being free. That's the whole point. You're just being naked.
I just don't see how I could be that free, Shirley. I just don't. I just don't.
Okay. All right.
Because it don't react well to cool air and stuff like that. It don't care for
Moving on.
Junior, can you be free?
No, I can't be out there. Because look what the interests are, Tommy. We don't do none of these things. We ain't athletic. I can't be out here playing tennis with nobody.
But you play golf. You play golf.
But we ain't doing that.
You can't play golf naked.
Clothes is
No, nature is Shirley. You have to go on hikes and stuff. I'm not lifting my leg up trying to climb on nothing and my ass is out.
Your booty.
My swing is already bad. You know how
I'm trying to climb up a hill, gonna raise my knee up by my chest. Now my whole butt just out. Air on it ain't ever been on it before.
This is Naked and Afraid is what this is.
Yeah, it's Naked and Afraid, exactly.
Man, I was watching Naked
The way
and
you
Afraid the
guys
other day.
describe it.
This lady is supposed to be 21 days. The reason I don't get Naked and Afraid, you don't win nothing. Just to be able to say you
Just
did it.
naked.
White guy and the white lady was out there. She lasted 4 days. She got sick. She tapped. He lasted the whole 21 days out there.
Wow.
Them bugs had ate his ass
see.
alive.
See that right there.
Fresh meat.
Can't do none of that.
I'm sitting there going, man, why you don't pack no mud on yourself or something?
Taking out here a 5-starter and there's lines around. What would be a better tool? Don't have nothing.
You get to pick a tool, right?
Yeah.
You get to pick one tool.
Yeah, I picked, you know what my tool would be?
What?
A coat.
Can you do that?
Cover
No.
All right,
Man,
coming
one
up in
thing
20
I
minutes
need
after.
a coat because it's going to get cold tonight. I'm going to need this coat.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Kim and Kanye's oldest daughter, Northwest, went viral after she was snapped at the Jean Paul Gaultier fashion show during Paris Fashion Week. She was holding up a written sign. It was handwritten. It said, "Stop." She was holding it up for the many photographers that were taking her picture as she sat next to her mom, Kim. The picture of North and her sign has become a memeable, if you will, which prompted Kim to explain why North held up the sign. Kim tweeted, "For anyone who knows North knows how funny she finds this video." North, I guess, had it with the people taking pictures of her, so she wrote on her invite, "Stop," and held it up and wanted them to really just, focus on the show and leave them alone. So that's why she had the sign.
Young lady, I agree 100% with Little North, and I appreciate her wanting it, but that ain't the game we in. That ain't the game your mama in. That ain't the game your mama family in. Your mama family is in to see me, take my picture, look at me, here I am. That's the business.
Mm-hmm.
That's the life y'all in, man, and it's difficult. It is difficult.
It's her legacy, baby.
It is difficult.
She gotta know that, though.
Now, she has a way to get out a little bit later on, but right now, she's stuck in that, which is part of, I guess, what Kanye was talking about. He didn't want his little girl on Twitter to get exposed to the hate that's on Twitter and stuff like that. As a parent, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather get a tattoo on the inside of your lip, or would you get a tattoo all over your right thigh? Which one? Inside of your lip. A lot of people do that.
Not my lip, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get
The
that
thigh.
on my thigh, because my thigh and lip is the same size. I put a tattoo on this thing right here. I can't even open my damn mouth. It's going to look like a billboard. Ain't no way in hell.
All right. Would you rather walk barefoot in a public restroom
B.
or sleep on the floor at the airport?
I'll sleep on that floor at the airport.
I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I
all
have
done
too.
that.
Yeah, I've done that too, yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that bathroom floor, though.
Dog, let me tell you something. When I was homeless, I spent the night in the airport 3 nights. Yeah.
And?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I spent the night. They had bathroom in there and everything, and then I
So
just
you
stayed
didn't have
there.
a flight, you just went in there?
Oh, hell no! It was before 9/11.
You could just
I
walk up
just
to
went
it.
on in there, man. I went on. I stayed at the gate, kept acting like I was bored, and turned around, go back over there, and lay my ass back
Kept
down.
looking up at the screen.
Man, wanted to go somewhere, act like I was interested.
Have you slept at the bus station before?
And then hell yeah. And then I met this girl that worked at that pretzel place, Auntie's Pretzels. She liked me. Dog. She gave me pretzels all day long during her shift. I kept them at night. I ate pretzels for about 3 days. No meat, some water. Had a water fountain in the hallway. I had water, bathroom. I was comfortable. I was in there. Dog, I was in there people watching and stuff. Then I sat across from a Fridays, and they had a TV on in there. I watched TV.
You had everything you needed.
Oh, dog, I was comfortable.
Wow, Steve. All right, would you rather be the captain of the football team or the valedictorian of your school, of the whole school?
Man, hey, football team. I ain't finna be that. What is B again?
It's the valedictorian. You know, the smartest person, the one with the best grades that gives the
I ain't
address.
finna be that. I'm gonna be this captain of this football
They
team.
ain't never famous.
Something
Don't
I got
nobody
a
know the
chance at.
valedictorian.
Yeah, at least I know how to give a speech in the locker room, because that speech at commencement, you ain't even gonna understand that. Man, I'm sure we is glad y'all had me up here today.
You know who you sound like,
Sound like Herschel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and be this captain of the football team. I ain't gonna make that valid thing.
Valedictorian.
What?
All right. We'll be back with our last break of the day and some closing remarks coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, Steve, before we get to your closing remarks, we want to offer up our prayers and condolences to Oprah Winfrey. As you all may know, her father, Vernon Winfrey, passed away on Friday night after he had a battle with cancer. He was 88 years old. Winfrey was a beloved barber in Nashville, Tennessee, and owned Winfrey Barber and Beauty Shop for over 50 years. So our condolences going out to Oprah Winfrey.
Condolences.
Well, I wanted to talk to you all in my closing remarks today about something that I've had to learn to rely on more of late. I wish I had learned this a lot earlier in my life. It would have helped me such a great deal. I've had to learn to trust in God's timing, and I've had to learn to trust in God's will. Now, these are tough lessons to learn. I know why I didn't learn these lessons earlier, because I thought that it was in my best interest to work as hard as I could, make choices and decisions, and go about the process of trying to make those choices and decisions work. And I did that. And a lot of people do that. And, we set our goals and our dreams up on our vision boards, and we get locked in on that, and that's what we start shooting for. What I've learned as I've gotten older is, Steve Harvey, it's absolutely fine to have aspirations, dreams, and visions and goals. But in your request of requiring or attaining all of these things, you should also add in the request that God, let your will be done, and give me the strength and wisdom to trust in your timing. But I didn't do that. I thought that it was in my best interest to set my goals and aspirations and then just start working towards them as hard as I could. Some of those things happened because some of those things were in his will. But when a lot of things didn't happen for me, I didn't understand that it just wasn't God's will for me. And so what I've had to learn as I've gotten older is, when I set up my vision board, when I set up my dream board, like I have on my phone today, and I have in my notes section of everything I want, I'm asking of God. On page 1, it says, trust in his timing and trust in his will. Because the older I've gotten, I've discovered something. That everything that I wanted, and then I wanted it to work out a certain way, what God has given me didn't work out that way, and what he gave me was far greater than what I asked. I can tell you it has worked that way every single time. Why I did not learn this when I was younger, man, it befuddles me. But that's what age is, though. That's what experience is. They say experience is priceless. It's a shame you have to pay for it with your youth. And it cost me my youth to learn that God's will and God's timing is far superior than mine. So now, Steve, how do you fix that? How do you fix that? Well, it's a couple of things I had to get in line with. First of all, the will of God. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's important when you pray, to ask God that his will be done in your life. I mean, who would know better how to direct your life than the person who gave you life, your creator? So that was the first thing I had to start implementing in my prayer, to let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And then the Lord's Prayer gets real specific. Give us this day our daily bread. You know what that is? You're just asking for, you need enough to get through today. See, tomorrow ain't promised, and you have no control over tomorrow. Do you know that today is enough? Do you know that if you take care of yourself today, today got plenty for you to do? Today is a monster, man. Today is a truckload. This is all we were built for. We were built for today. Now, once again, that's not to mean you don't have aspirations, goals, and hopes for tomorrow. That's not what it says. The Bible says a man without a dream or a vision shall perish. That ain't what he's saying. But you got to get your focus on today. Give us this day our daily bread, because that's enough. Tomorrow will take care of itself. And like that quote I was reading to you all the other day that I got, and I'm going to grab it right quick. But it really, really helped me, man, in my focus point of learning how to be, because it's just important that I learn this lesson right here. Fear does not stop death. It stops life. And worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. Come on, man. If you focus on today, you'll have a much more peaceful life. Worrying about tomorrow, it does nothing for you. That's God's will. That's God's timing tomorrow. Yours is today. Focus on today, man. Trust in God's timing. Trust in God's will, because it's better than the plan you got. I thank God that I started to become more trusting in his timing and his will, and stop tripping all the time on what Steve Harvey wants. What do God want for you, man? Have you ever asked that? That's way better than what you could ever imagine. Those are my closing remarks. Don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. And don't ever be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. Prayer changes people too. Y'all have a good day today.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.